Hello and welcome back to Boring Dead Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Rogue Trader. We're coming into another fight area by the look of it, so I think we'll try and get the drop on them with a bit of a sniper shot beforehand. Thank you.
Without deeds is worthless.
Miss. Maybe we get another go.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Miss. Maybe we get another go.
I'll do it.
Alright, what about this guy? Argenta, I mean, seriously. Are we scripted to not hit this guy?
Commands, I act.
Right, okay, I'm going to assume that there's some scripting going on that means that we can't just get the drop on these guys. Okay, maybe this was it. We needed a cutscene. A crowd of cultists has surrounded a tech priest crucified upon a mechanism. A rhythmic whisper repeated by 100 voices blends into some blasphemous enchantment. Powerful discharges of the motive force run through the machine, causing the unfortunate prisoner's body to convulse brutally and forcing woeful cries of pain from his lips. Tortured tech priest. His voice... or, well, I don't know if it's a he or her, actually. The tech priest's hoarse voice echoes under the ceiling. In the clenched claws of stagnation, in the shackles of iteration zero, under the iron wing, let the cycle be discontinued. Pascal's mechadendrites spring into combat mode instantly, and a wrathful rattle comes from his vox. I am registering a severe violation of the purity protocol. The blessed Almanat has been captured by heretics and is being tortured. We must save the esteemed tech priest without risking his life. The mechadendrite points to the corpses of heretics lying nearby. We can use the blasphemer's clothing as a disguise. Unrecognized, we can sabotage the power units, overloading them, and thus cleansing the hall of heretics. Sounds good to me. The lightning discharges have charred the cultist corpses. Whiffs of smoke rise from their empty eye sockets, whose contents have evaporated. Their clothes, covered in the blood of innocents, are crudely painted over with emblems of the archenemy, which exude a repulsive air of soul decay. I shudder with disgust at the mere thought of having to touch clothing adorned with unholy symbols, let alone wear it. This is the first step towards falling. A small compromise with evil that would lead to something greater. Is there truly no other way, Rogue Trader? The signs of the archenemy are not just painted symbols, but conductors of its will. The words of their prayers, even spoken without faith, their coat of arms, even deceitfully worn. All of this increases the presence of the ruinous powers near you and draws their corrupting attention to you. Cassia stares in horror at the corrupted clothes and the scattered human ashes. Do not make me. Oh, okay, we've got a first proper choice of the campaign, I guess, really. And, you know, all our followers are like, no. And we're like, we're probably going to be, yeah. Okay, so what's... you would disgrace yourself by donning these tainted rags? The only unbearable disgrace is that of a duty unfulfilled. The rest is merely spiritual attrition. I'm going to I'm trying to do an iconoclast route, so I think we're going to do this. If it helps to save a worthy man, I will put on the cultist robes. I pray that the Omnisire gives the blessed Almanat enough fortitude. Pascal grimaces as a new wail of pain rends the air. Ooh, looting. Are we wearing them? Don't think he is. The heretic's garb clings to your skin like a greedy leech. Tingling then foul fever spread over your body, as though these tatters have imbibed the vile contents of their former wearer's soul. I don't feel like he is wearing them, but nor is Cassia? Oh well, let's assume they've all done the best they can. Okay. So we want to overload stuff. Have we got to find the bit we need? Let's just take this.
Let's seize the opportunity.
I mean, I think it's probably this, but I'm just going to have a little walk around the room first and see if there's other things we have to do. For instance, there. can't get through there, but I think that's the gate we went onto the other side of earlier. Okay. Now, I don't know quite what... I feel like there's probably an order to do stuff, and I'm not quite sure what it is. I might even have a look in the journal. This one? Oh, okay, here we go. So destroy the safety system control altar. Utter the litany of actuation from the command throne. Order the distribution servitor to raise the output to peak values. I reckon this has got to be the last one, the throne. So let's do the other ones first.
The world will bow.
The altar is adorned with gilded skulls. Threads of metal that used to be electus are fused onto the bone. Once majestic, the altar has now been desecrated with blasphemous images of blue-green suns. Some of its levers and buttons have been pried from their sockets, but the mechanism still glorifies the Omnissiah with its operation. I identify this as the safety system control altar. For our diversion to succeed, this blessed machine must be executed, and may its spirit forgive us. Tech use 100, athletics 90, so we'll use the tech use. Pascal offers a short binaric prayer, then enters command after command to set up a trap for the machine spirit inhabiting the altar. The code, born out of the tech priest's tinkering, causes the spirit to flutter confusedly in a snare of impossible commands, heat up the altar's circuit boards and perish forever in the showers of sparks that burst forth from the melting wires. May we be granted the Omnissiah's forgiveness for this act. I am registering a general shutdown of the security system. Okay. Well, I think this is the next one. A heavy crown of golden neural augmetics rests upon the servitor's head. The crown is bent and broken from ruthless gun-butt blows. The pale body is covered in blasphemous inscriptions carved into the withered flesh. I identify this acolyte as a distribution servitor. I am registering upon it traces of sacrilegious violation of the right of operation. The probability of its responsiveness to commands is below average. Coercion only 75, but we got the tech use, so we'll do that. For the glory of the Omnissiah, let this machine spirit sleep, that it may awaken and serve again. Pascal gently touches the servitor's crown, deactivating one of its segments. Let the outer neural connection circuit be plunged into darkness. Another touch and several lights on the crown go out. Let the command response hub fall silent. Pascal switches to binaric speech, accompanying his every action with a line from a sacred hymn. It is amazing how the reverent awe in the tech priest's voice can be discerned even through his rattling vox. Suddenly every light on the servitor's crown comes alive. A shower of sparks bursts from the augmetics on the servitor's brow, and several black, ash-tainted tears run from its empty eye sockets. Ready to serve. Energize the hull's power units to the maximum. It will be done. Okay, now let's do the thingy from the throne.
Embrace true power.
A grim-looking heretic walks up to you resolutely, blocking your path. As he studies your disguise with suspicion, you note that his left eye has 2 conjoined irises, while his right eye has 4.
I don't know you. Who are you? And why haven't I met you before?
Okay, we have some choices here. Law Warp 76, Coercion 75, Persuasion Hondo. Throw up your hand sheepishly. I'm new. I was sent here to slaughter unbelievers, and I've only just finished. The cultist smiles bloodthirstily.
Ah, you're new, that's right. Every newcomer must slit a false believer's throat to prove their loyalty to the edge of daybreak. Did you enjoy it at all? You don't have to answer, I see that you did. Go ahead, sister.
Right. A tech priest's corpse, his throat slit, sits upon a splendid command throne laced with finely wrought motive paths. A contorted expression of righteous anger is frozen on his face. A black blindfold covers his eyes.
This is the Lumenodeacon's command throne. This is where the power unit actuation and shutdown litanies are recited from. The blessed Lumenodeacon himself has the honor of closing the circuit the motive force flows through.
I have toughness 35, which gives me a decent chance. Maybe Pascal can do it. Oh, Pascal freezes, and a quiet whisper comes from his vox.
Request denied. I am not authorized to sit upon the Lumeno Deacon's command throne. Such an act would be considered a sacrilege.
Alright, well, 85's decent. I won't force him. 85's decent, though. As soon as you lay your hands on the command throne's panels, a painful sting of electricity numbs your senses for an instant. Your fingers cramp and your vision grows dim. Oh, I thought he was going to read out that. Pain is visible in the tech priest's eyes as he looks upon the sacrilege.
Forgive us, Omnisire, for such a gross violation of the right of operation. Repeat the litany after me and activate the command runes I point to.
Taken 8 damage. Clinging onto the blazing shreds of your fading consciousness, you repeat the words of the litany after Pascal and touch the command runes as the unabating lightning rips through your muscles and makes your bones crackle.
I am recording a successful activation of the power units.
Alright, we're done. Yeah, okay. Yeah, they didn't make it. I'm just going to take these goods. Here's the goods. I guess we've got loads of stuff to collect. Now... Oh, Rotobi pattern lasgun. Yeah, okay. I was just thinking, I was wondering if I might give Tech Priest guy the
I tread a path unexplored.
a sniper rifle rather than what he's using. But I mean, I think I've probably got some in my inventory anyway. But let's get him. Can I just not? Okay.
I've seen a lot of innocent
Heinrichs, can you
people.
heal me?
I've yet to see
rid of
someone
this
remain
injury.
so after an interrogation.
There we go. Now, interesting, although I rewatched the footage from my really chaotic fight in the last episode, and I think it was what really sent the chaos meter shooting up was his healing skill in battle. Like it was adding loads to it. So I think perhaps we ought to use that a little more sparingly
The world
moving forward,
trembles
because that
beneath
was
my feet.
it was quite the thing. I mean, we lost all but 2 party members, I think, who were very close to death, and it was only really the trap that was activating around them that kind of helped them to actually stay alive. So, yeah, a bit close for comfort, that one. I think we called in 3 demons, one of which, I think 2 of which just instantly annihilated 2 of our group. Tortured Tech Priest. In the eyes, cycles of the foreordained, there lurks a flaw of worship. The Tech Priest's body convulses. Pained, plaintive creaks of binaric prayers come from his vox. As moments pass, the signal becomes less and less clear, as if something twisted and wrong were being added to it. Pascal studies the Tech Priest's face carefully. His vox system moans in a tragic vibrato.
Subject unidentified. This is not the blessed Armanat. Stranger, I request your name. How do you know my mentor's motto?
Who are you, servant of the Omnisire?
The fire of the hearth sends forth sparks. The name of this spark is Abel Hanuman.
The Tech Priest looks over at Pascal. For a brief moment, his speech becomes clear.
The echo of my call has reached you. Good. The iteration is at its end. The design is fulfilled.
What is the intention? Why are you calling yourself by my name? Was it you who summoned me to Rykad Minoris? What for? I categorically demand an answer.
Pascal's voice rises to an intimidating howl, but the delirious Tech Priest does not seem to understand what he's saying. What design? An intention both bold and honorable, to open new gates for the waters of knowledge and comprehension, a plan written so that the righteous may follow.
and trust in the great pattern of revelation and uniform progression towards it.
Pascal's voice is trembling with elation.
Those are his words. I have not heard them in so very long.
Ask him about Amonat. You came here because of him, after all. No. The tech priest's weak voice grows stronger. He came because of himself.
Myself? To redeem myself? To correct a mistake? Possibly. But how do you...
There is a look of gentle condescension in Abel's eyes. Strange, given the circumstances. The hubris of the mind spurs him to build monuments to himself. Do not regret, for all is predetermined by the iteration. A devastating coughing fit cuts him off, and you hear a clang of tearing metal from inside his chest. You can talk once we get him out of here. A cold premonition rakes the heart. Their probabilities are dark and frightening. Rather, I do not wish to gaze into them.
We are the flame of knowledge that drives the darkness away.
Pascal is quickly inspecting Abel's wounds, paying no mind to the blood and sacred unguents staining his sleeves. His vox rasps soothingly.
Do not fear what is to come, brother. We are already here.
Examine the tech priest. There are deep burns all over his flesh, and the skin around his augmetics is charred. Blasphemous spells have been carved into his sacred iron, forming unholy litanies of scrap code. It is amazing how robust this tech priest's life support systems have proven to be in maintaining the spark of life in his grievously wounded body. Do you know him, Pascal?
The subject has not been identified and has no record in my catalogue. Interrogation is impossible due to the subject's evident affective state of clouded consciousness.
Alright, we'll try to take him down. As soon as you touch the tech priest's flesh, he shifts his gaze to you and says, with sudden clarity, "Many sparks have gone out, but not all. The electric shepherds are alive. In the darkness I heard their prayers. Find them, save them, recite the hymn of contact circuit restoration so that you may behold what is hidden." A blast of the motive force runs down the tech priest's body and his face contorts in a mocking grimace. Malformed binary code, repulsively jarring on the ears, pours out of his vox.
Information archive to the effect that the circuit restoration hymn is the entrance password to the electro priest's hiding place.
Pascal responds with the dour rhythms of a containment aria.
I note with great sorrow that the cultist ritual has been partially successful. My tech brother has been tainted by corruption. He is in the grip of a schismatical, an unholy imitation of a machine spirit. I require immediate activation of the tech sourcism protocol.
What is a schismatical?
An ugly mockery of a noble machine spirit created by the warp. Sometimes a few lines of despicable scrap code or a small clump of the motive force falls under the archenemy's influence and degenerates into an abomination of this sort. One whose very existence is an insult to the Omnissiah's wisdom.
One of these two, not sure. I think Pascal would dislike it if we try to save him. Let's go dogmatic. Oh, right. That's it, is it? Walloping him until he's dead. As mangled as it is, the tech priest's body still clings to life. It takes several blows to end his corruption-tainted existence, but even after that, a repulsive giggle is heard over the static from his vox. Sip of drink. Pascal's mechadendrite touches the dead man's head carefully, grips his neural augmetic in its claw, and extracts it from its socket with the utmost care. The skull bone cracks dryly and brain matter taints the sacred metal.
Rest in purity, tech brother. The knowledge you have attained through your efforts will be preserved and purified. Lord Captain, the Omnissiah commands a pious mind to strive towards uncovering the truth. Therefore, I will not stop until I find my mentor and understand his connection to this servant of the machine god. I request the privilege of joining your retinue as a rightful companion. I can offer to fulfill the duties of an engineer on your ship in exchange for the right to follow you and conduct my own investigation.
Granted. Okay, so I know we've got the level up. In fact, we'll probably do that now. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? It's quite a long, drawn-out process leveling up in this game. Especially when you're a little unfamiliar with the mechanics. So we've got a new ability, which might help be a little more effective in combat. The target does not stop burning and no longer makes tests to stop burning. Additionally, if the target is an ally, every melee attack the ally makes inflicts full burning damage on targets of their own. While they themselves now suffer half burning. I mean... So we could set like Abelard on fire. And then do this. And he wouldn't stop burning, but he'd take half damage from it while doing full burning damage on targets. I mean, maybe. So what are the prerequisites for this? Psi rating 2. Okay. But what else can we do? Because, I don't know, I'm a little bit underwhelmed so far with this pyromancy stuff. Not to the point where I'll respec to get rid of it, but I feel like I do need to be a little more effective in battle. Protect. So do I get a little list of what the powers are with this? Tempted by telepathy, perhaps? Yeah, I've had a little look at the ability trees for the various schools of Psyker stuff. I think I'm going to go for Biomancy, because it does have a talent where it can mean that all my attacks also do poison damage over time, which I think will stack quite well with my Ignite power. And that's a passive, that's not an ability. We don't get it immediately, but on a future level up I think we will, unless we get it now. I'll have to have a look through. I'll have a look through. When can we get... Oh, I've already got this, that's why it's locked. Level 20, yeah, we're a ways off that, but let me just have a look through these skills. Yeah, I think I'm going to take the range increase on psychic abilities on this one. That'll do. Alright. What have we got here? Precise attack. I mean, none of those sound amazing to me. Alright, what in cover we get, we'll be better at shooting. That seems just good. I'll pause here while I'm having a look at these. Although, to be honest, I'm probably just going to take swift movements, because he doesn't have the sort of extra dash that Abelard has. So let's give him an extra bit of movement. Now, Heinrichs. Okay, so what is he? He's melee, mainly. I guess we'll go weapon skill. So I was wondering if we might make him the carouse guy, or is that going to be Abelard? Maybe that'll be Abelard. Athletics is Abelard. Coercion is me, but I'm not very good at it. This will already make him better than I am. Pascal's our medical guy. I think it should be. I think we'll do coercion then. Improve our dialogue options. Yeah. Okay. Talking of Abelard. So we can't do weapon skill, so I guess we'll do toughness or strength. Well, strength is melee damage, right? think strength would be good to add. Well, we were just talking about this, so he's, I guess, with athletics ruled out, I guess he's going to be our carouse guy. So we've got Argenta. I guess of those, probably Perception. Remind me what it does. Reduces enemy dodge chance against the attacks. Well, that is good. Yeah, we want that. And then I'll pause while I have a look down here. Okay, well, she's using the laser sniper a lot, so I'm going to give her this las weapon expert. So enemies have 20% less chance of dodging her attacks using that, so that's fine. And now we've got Cassia. Okay, I'll need to work through this. I'll pause while I'm having a look at these. Well, I think I'll do this because it's another one that can sort of pull enemies out of cover and, I guess, take damage, because it's not... Yeah, because, like... It's not this skill that does the damage on the move, and I've taken an ability at some point that does that, which is good. But it's another way of kind of getting them out of cover and taking damage when they move. And it's actually all enemies around the target will move if they fail this test. So yeah, that's good. Oh god, okay. I'm gonna pause again. Okay, I think I'll take this one now. So if her perception's higher than her agility, which it is, it's double. The dodge is calculated using perception instead. So her dodge is currently 65. So that should go up quite significantly when we take this. 90% dodge. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, that's leveling up done. So let's go back to the room, some of the earlier rooms we were in. Actually, this isn't the way we want to go. I assume this gate is open now. Yeah. And we'll go back to some of the stuff we couldn't do previously. Let me have a quick look at the map. We've got all the loot and stuff. But we had the two guys who were sleeping. I'm wondering if we can wake them up now with the litany or whatever that we got.
Powers unseen uncover
Is it in
my
here?
path.
Okay, can we do anything with these guys now? Doesn't look like it. Maybe that will come. Can we do anything with this? Okay, well let's go to that machine thing that we got the codes wrong before. So hopefully we've got the answers now. I'm hoping that's what we can do. Oh. Am I supposed to have gathered that from somewhere? What is this? What does the journal say? Okay, well let's go back to that thing then. I don't think I've got the codes for this yet. I think I might have one of them. Something about reason being the most highly valued of all things, so... but what's this? Oh. There we go. Dar Impulse 6. A shortish, muscular man wearing the scarlet colours of the priesthood of Mars steps into your path. The wrinkles on his cheeks and forehead point to his propensity for frequent outbursts of fierce anger, but right now he is showing no signs of aggression. Glowing blue patterns of electric tattoos or electus show through his oddly bluish-tinted skin. The man's eye sockets are dark and empty, yet he turns his face straight towards you with no hesitation. He has a sharp, screeching voice, not unlike a bird's cawing.
May the charge of the Omnissiah's mercy persist in the hands of the faithful.
May the motive force persist in their batteries.
Make the sign of the Aquila. Sure, the Emperor protects. The man responds curtly, as if giving a military command.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Oh my goodness, I'm regretting that choice of voice now.
The hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium receives you, Pilgrim. I am Dar Impulse 6, a servant of the motive force, and the praetor electroid of this sacred monastery.
Pascal bows down humbly before the man. A trill of Beneric signals comes from his vox, to which the praetor responds with a solemn gesture of blessing. Pascal turns to you and says, "The rank of praetor electroid is a sign of high standing within the electro-priest fraternity. To have been granted an audience is a great honor. You have the honor of hosting the rogue trader of House von Valancius. I urge you to follow proper etiquette when interacting with the eminent bearer of the sacred warrant."
Within these walls, worldly titles are nothing before the motive force. Your deeds, however, speak far louder than titles, for your path here is sprayed with the blood of desecrators.
Alright, Dire Impulse 6, it was to you, was it not, that Logis Abel came seeking an interpretation of his data trance?
Yes, Tech Brother Abel arrived here to engage in a magnetic meditation that would help clarify his visions. Unfortunately, the heretic's machinations prevented us from completing the ritual. The esteemed Logis volunteered with his help in defending the monastery, but contact with him was lost soon afterwards.
He's dead.
Sad news indeed. Tech Brother Abel was chosen by the Omnissiah to be a comprehender of great mysteries. May his spirit's motive force come into being anew in the fount of the miraculous fusion reactor.
What happened here and how did you manage to survive? Oh my god. Okay, here we go.
When the heretics descended in droves upon the Cenobium, we gave battle, but the unholy foes buried in the Omnissiah's warriors under a mass of their bodies, thus extinguishing the defenders' sparks of purity. It was then that I ordered my few surviving brethren to retreat into the monastery's secret chambers. Upon taking refuge there, we began to destroy the blasphemous intruders in surreptitious ways. Alas, as fiery as my brethren's anger was, I had no right to permit them to die in honest combat, for the task of taking back our abode still lay ahead for us.
I must commend the skill with which your secret chambers are concealed. You hear a tinge of wounded pride in Heinrich's words, as if he's upset about failing to discover the Electro-Priest shelter. Your choice of tactics was wise as well. There was no point in losing more lives in the massacre that the cultists wrought. Oh, he likes to talk, doesn't he?
The leader of the heretics fought her way into the Ark wherein dwells the miraculous fusion reactor. She is trying to desecrate the rite of operation with her unholy litanies, so that the relic may be corrupted, and the world of Riker Menoris may perish in a fount of fire. But my brethren, in their magnetic meditation, are hampering her efforts by chanting access request prayers in unison, thereby suppressing the commands that the blasphemers enter.
Praetor Electroid nods towards his entranced comrades. This place will be protected against sacrilegious practices, I swear it. In the monastery, yeah, I was attacked by people who looked like electro-priests.
That was a lamentable mistake. We knew of no help that was on its way, and were not expecting to encounter any allies in the monastery's chambers. But I see that you are alive, and I mourn the senseless deaths of my brethren.
I wonder if you would have so touchingly mourned the Lord Captain's death, or if such sentiments would have only been awoken by the sound of our void ship delivering a punitive strike from orbit. My enforcers and the Governor's guards can help you reclaim the monastery.
I cannot allow this. Lay people are forbidden from visiting the monastery, and only a select few are allowed to behold the Ark and the relic within. You and your retinue are pilgrims of a special status bestowed by the Emperor. However, should any soldier unblessed by the Omnissiah cross this monastery's threshold, I will deem them a heretic and have them put to death.
Confirmed. The presence of lay people on monastery grounds without the Praetor Electroid's blessing will be regarded as a sacrilegious violation of the holy rite of operation. Heinrich opens his mouth for a second to say something, but changes his mind and quietly clears his throat instead. Cassia nods thoughtfully. Yes, I see. House Orselio follows the same rules when it comes to outsiders. You made the right decision when you chose to avoid combat and save yourselves.
Thank you, Pilgrim. It was not easy watching unholy intruders stampede through the chambers of my temple. We all envied our brethren who had fallen before that sacrilege began.
I wish to get to the holy reactor.
The Ark is hidden from pilgrims' eyes, but considering the extraordinary circumstances of your visit to this monastery, I grant you that right. The hall that leads to the High Reliquary has been barred by the enemy, but I will open a secret path for you. Enter the Ark and experience the motive force, pilgrim. We will pray to the security systems that they may refrain from punishing you for your intrusion.
Why are you calling me a pilgrim?
Only those lay people who desire to experience the motive force are allowed to cross this monastery's threshold. All others are profaners and criminals. You do not belong to the fraternity of electro-priests, but your intentions are good. If you were not seeking the Omnisci's wisdom, then it was the motive force itself that brought you here to find it.
Alright, let's ask about this place.
Truth is like light, and blocking its path is criminal.
You are not like other members of the Adeptus Mechanicus that I've met.
Our faith imposes a duty of obedience on us. Every electro-priest is given numerous lectus that combine in a blessed Voltergeist circuit, allowing feeble flesh to withstand the might of the motive force. That is why our skin glows with its light, and our eyes boil and melt when we are ordained. The Omnisci's tears is what we call this phenomenon, this dying away of unworthy flesh. As we shun the layperson's primitive means of looking at the world, we gain the ability to sense the motive force around us with our entire bodies.
Who are you?
The hard-working servants of and dwellers of the Cenobium, electro-priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Corpuscarii did us a great honor by entrusting into our care the sacred relic around which the hallowed electrodynamic Cenobium was built.
What do you believe in?
We have devoted ourselves to the worship of that aspect of the machine god which is known as the motive force. It is the blessed divine spark that creates impetus in the universe. The Omniscire, in his mercy, gave the world the gift of the motive force, and we follow its impulses in order to increase it, bring it to the lay people, and protect it from unholy hands. The relic that this monastery protects provides the entire planet of Rykad Minoris with the blessed motive force, and we, unworthy though we are glad to serve the ancient machine that dwells in this place.
Tell me more about your relic.
It would be pointless to describe the miraculous fusion reactor. Only through beholding its fierce, ferocious power can one comprehend its blessed essence, and fear the might of the Omniscire. Its core was found 4,000 years ago and delivered to Rykad Minoris by the holy warrior of faith Lock Impulse I during one of his campaigns. Its sacred spark has not gone out for an instant, and the walls and power units of the Cenobium have been erected around the relic in order to protect it from ignorant lay people, as well as protect them from its formidable might.
Pascal keeps his solemn silence, but the quick clicking of his mechadendrite's claw betrays his excitement of being so close to the sacred Archaeotech. That's good. Alright, well I'm gonna go.
May the charge of the Omniscire's grace persist in the batteries of the faithful.
Ooh, let's hope we don't speak to him again. Right. Goods. It's like the Ark of the Covenant. What's this? Okay, that's cool. Alright, let's head on down. Goody goods. I still don't think I've met any trade partners to deal with, which is a bit of a shame. Aurora. Oh, this is Aurora. Hello. The face of the woman who stands before you is hidden behind a grotesque barred mask, yet the voice pouring out beneath it belongs to someone else. It is the husky, somber bass of a void wolf, a border of ships. Husky, somber bass.
How predictable your path is, how static. All the possible deaths you have skirted, only to perish here, in the fiery tempest that will mark the final dawn.
The woman turns her master Pascal and gloats.
You have arrived just in time, little cog. The schismaticals use your regalia like a mask to subdue the reactor.
Pascal's voice rasps musingly. A cog. I cannot comprehend why apostates try to insult me by comparing me to the sacred symbol of our faith. It is irrational. His visor lights up like a crimson herald of bloodshed, and his drilling mechandendrite whirs viciously as he readies it to strike. The sacred cog grinds all corruption to dust. From the dust, I will build order. Pascal announced my arrival. Step up. No, I'm not going to allow her to surrender. Silence, heretic. Your crazed preaching will not touch my mind.
Do you cling to your blindness so desperately? Do you think it will protect you from the blinding radiance of the truth?
The woman's voice breaks and shifts to a different pitch and timbre. A martyr's voice, young, fervent, and in pain. Time has all but run out. I can hear the fist of the future knocking on the walls of the present. Choose quickly what you want to be when it walks in. A blind slave to what is gone, a faithful servant of what is to come, or a corpse. I would take some time to rest you from the details of the future that the cult prophesizes. Hopefully when we're done, what's left of you will still be capable of coherent speech. What you'll be is a living torch blazing for his glory. Argenta's voice burns with pure hatred and trembles with impatience to make the promise come true. Ah! Cassius squints and looks away. Yellows, reds, violets, oranges, blues. Wild colours that scorch the eyes. But where the motley masks end, nothing but a colourless void remains. Who are you? My name is known to you. I am Aurora, servant of the Irulan, the cruel, and the spark of the final dawn that is destined to set Rykad Minoris ablaze. A great path for one who was born into the Imperium's bondage, but shunned her predestination in favor of the changes promised by the Edge of Daybreak. Whose servant are you? Is Irulan a demon or just another heretic? Resounding laughter comes from behind the mask. Your flippancy is so amusing.
Why, you have no inkling of the chasm that separates us. He is a prophet who foresaw our impending doom, and who graciously bestowed upon us the right to choose a different path. He is a shard of ancient wisdom from a time before we were slaves to our bitter predestination. Rogue trader, I can't wait to close this creature's mouth with the seal of death. Or are you saving this glorious deed for yourself? The Edge of Daybreak, is this your unholy patron? Our teacher, our saviour, our merciful God born in the immaterium out of the woes of those labouring under a legacy of ignorance and servitude.
You cannot see the woman's face behind her mask, but judging by her tone of malicious triumph, you could swear she is smiling.
And he remembers you, Dahlia von Berinicus von Valancius. The silly saviour fantasy you've been acting out amuses the true masters of those people's fates.
So what is this final dawn? It's all your followers ever talk about.
Salvation from a death whose name is not yet is yet unknown, but whose approach is sensed by many. Soon it will claim every inhabitant of the Coronis expanse. Do you think anyone will come to our aid when cataclysms shake our homes and planet-wide genocides are unleashed? Will the Emperor help, or the idol of iron they call the Omnissiah? No. We will die alone and abandoned. Only one deity is promising salvation, the Edge of Daybreak. Mercy and salvation will come to all who believe in him and purify their souls in the light of the final dawn.
What servitude are you talking about? What predestination?
Everyone born in the Imperium has a predestination. The soldier, the commoner, the administratum official, the technomat, the void rat. All are consigned to serving the Golden Throne, and then dying a grim death for its glory. The Imperium never thinks twice about treating people as exploitable and expendable. After all, they are the most easily replenished of all resources. Even your path is predestined, rogue trader. You will inevitably perish on your quest to expand humanity's domain, and your end will be particularly grim and ghastly. The fruits of your efforts will be enjoyed by others, the eternal aristocrats who dwell on Mars, Terra, and other safe worlds. And they insist that it is the natural order of things, but that is a lie. It is an order that benefits them.
Why are you blinding people?
Do you think they are blind? They see far more than you do. Through reflections in mirrors blessed by the energies of the Immaterium, the Edge of Daybreak reveals to them visions of true existence and gives them glimpses of what is to come. The eyes lie. Our erstwhile masters have taught them to see only what is consistent with the lies they tell. The gift we give is that of true sight.
The woman takes a glass prism out of the folds of her clothes and looks at you through it with a mocking chuckle. The prism's bluish-pink sheen imprints itself on your retinas as though it has been burned into them.
Guess what I see when I look at you?
I think that's enough heretical talk.
Conversations about truth always frighten ignorant minds.
Your people wanted my head. Why?
Brother Twilight, known to you as Conrad, marked you as a target. Your foiling of his plan sealed your death warrant. It is now a predestined certainty that changes can no longer affect.
Are you trying to blow up the reactor?
I am lighting the spark of the final dawn. Sometimes the future revealed in the Edge of Daybreak's visions is fragmented between the facets of possibility, and the view is unclear. I have glimpsed the importance of this place for what is to come, and I have solved the puzzle. The flash of purity will transform this world and bring it closer to the Immaterium, in which it will be reborn. False believers will perish in the fire, while the unfaithful will find their salvation in their new form in it.
You will never tame the spirit of this ancient noble machine, ignorant layperson.
It does have a vile temper, but I have assistants who can help tame it.
The woman nods casually towards the maimed electro-priests, whose hands are affixed to the control panels with steel stakes. Electro-priest, one of the servants of the Omnissiah, casts a tortured glance at you, his voice trembling with horror.
Blasphemous spirits have crawled under our skin and into our sacred iron. Take the motive force of our bodies, I implore you. We do not wish to offend the Omnissiah with the sacrileges our hands are committing.
They resisted for a long time, but now their bodies and souls belong to the schismaticals. Line after line, the scrap code they produce will awaken the reactor's unyielding spirit as well, and it too will yearn for change and freedom.
Alright, we're going to attack. I will rid Rykard Minoris of your tyranny. The woman's voice becomes thin and brittle like that of an innocent child.
Execute them in the name of the Edge of Daybreak!
The electro-priests rip their hands off the command panels, rending their flesh on the stakes that pierce them. As their schismatical controlled bodies are imbued with the motive force's radiance, all the unfortunates can do is scream in horror and plead for a swift death. Aurora begins muttering an unholy litany in broken Gothic. You cannot make out her blasphemous words, but the name the heretic keeps repeating, the Edge of Daybreak, digs into your hearing like a blade into defenseless flesh. Its sound is almost physically painful. It spawns strange and impossible phantoms in your mind. However, you manage to muster your strength and banish it from your mind.
Your struggles are in vain.
I will take you down.
So the electro priests are actually going to be hostile to us, which is interesting. Alright. Now, Aurora looks like she's got a force field around her, which makes me think we've got to do something to activate it. Possibly kill off the minions first. There is a lot of them. Hello. Maybe do something else? If you look at the map, I can't see anything to kind of activate. Well, I'm not going to split the party. I think that would be suicide. So I guess we'll pick a direction and kind of go with it. So Pascal, who's going first? I'm actually going first. Where should I put myself? It wants me to be on this side. I don't want to be on this side. But I am going first, so let's go there. Then we've got Ah, no, it's Heinrich's after that. I don't want to split the party. Heinrich's over here. Abelard. I guess we'll start in cover with these guys. Abelard not get up here. Oh, yeah, he could. We'll put him there. Argenta want to be in cover. Doesn't look like she's going to be able to manage it. Unless she goes here and just kind of tries to hold off this side a little bit with sniper rifle, maybe. And Cassia. Let's get her quite close to the action. Alright. So I've now got this, which I can give people loads of strength. It's quite good. I think I might use my my lightning staff, though. I don't often get the chance to do that. I'm going to keep a bigger eye on the chaos meter here, because I don't want demons running in. But these guys are all grouped quite tightly. If we do that, we can hit 4 of them. Let's do that.
No guidance. What a satisfying demise.
Not bad. I can't do the ignite now, but I mean, whatever. Maybe we'll give Cassia a turn though.
Ruin beckons.
Cassia's got some interesting abilities now. So she can do this, and everyone, and she's highlighting everyone in the sphere of influence. Let's try that.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered to die with grace, at least.
Yeah, got a few kills there. Oh, rounds until the reactor explodes. 2. What? What am I supposed to achieve in that time? Are there switches or something? I doubt my ability to get around all these places in 2 rounds, if I'm honest. Okay. One, two. I'll do that there. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. I think I should get both.
Another foe painted black.
She's got some more movement. I mean, I might send her towards Argenta, because apart from the Electro Priest, we've wiped out this side already. Right, we'll send her up that way. My turn again. I've kind of used up all my abilities, so that'll be my turn.
Throne take.
Alright, where does this dude go? He's quite a way off, so then maybe we'll move on to this side then. He does have a gun. He does have charge as well. So I move him, say, here.
Step aside.
And charge into this dude. Too far. It's a shame. I think we can move there. We can still attack, though. Does that make did that make the veil go up? This one really shoots up this purged soul, so we won't be using that. You can see down in the bottom left on the chaos bar, like the heal and the purged soul, what they're doing, versus this word of the Emperor, which doesn't do as much. I'm gonna grant him a bit more strength to the end of combat. We could also, oh, we get an attack, so we'll just do that.
Natural.
Let's just go.
High momentum.
Okay. I probably will do that, but I kind of want to be in a position to target more people before we do it. So let's Can she see these guys? She can't see these guys. We could run and gun into there, though. I think maybe we take this guy down.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
So maybe we can run and gun It's going to be in the open, but hopefully we can do some damage.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Okay, well, I'm gonna do the resolve skill. Let's get some shots on here. Let's try and take down some of these guys. Who's still to go?
Do it. Eradicate it. Faith without deeds is
Oh,
worthless.
85 miss. Yeah.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Twice in a row.
I'll do it.
Very fine.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Get that moving up again. Oh, I think Abelard has to go in on this Electro Priest. Maybe we have to take the Electro Priest down within 2 rounds. Because they're making the reactor blow. I'm gonna guess that's the case. But let's bring him. What's this one? Oh yeah, okay. Let's bring him here.
Is at the fore.
We can give him a whack. And we can do this thing.
I will do my duty.
I thought I got another attack on him if I did that. Oh. Okay. Fine,
Victory is
endure, I
imminent.
suppose. I'm guessing that's why they placed us on both sides, so we could work towards those Electro Priests a bit better. Debating whether I move Cassie around here. I think I do. I put her there. I wonder if she can do her warp stair thing from here. She can hit all those. Maybe we could do this as well.
As duty demands. I am a navigator. Another foe aims at
Damn, we hit Heinrichs. I didn't see that. These two. Can I get these two moving off? One, two. That does both.
Try to die with
No.
grace
Ah,
at least.
I'm really miscalculating that. Oh, Pascal. Well, let's try and finish off this this dude. What's this? Oh, right.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful. My vow is to serve. High momentum.
That's good. So what does this do? If it gives him movement points back. Yeah, it doesn't really.
Request approved.
So we've got our other Electro Priest there. Oh god, is there another? Oh god, there's 3 per side. Oh, because we killed a priest, we've gained a round back. Oh, okay. Well, that is a big help. Not for the priest, but for us. Oh, let's stick some exploits on this guy so we can do some more damage when we get there. Okay, okay. Well, that helps us beat the clock a little bit, I think.
Is part of the trial.
We didn't suffer any damage there. He dodged. Good dodging, Heinrichs. Okay, the Chaos Meter's actually gone all the way down again, which is pretty nice. I guess I'm coming up this way with these two guys, so...
Through chaos I stride.
What's this? What can I do? Ooh, an extra turn with full AP and MP. Yeah. I might do it on Abelard.
Destiny
Because he's got the extra movement.
reshaped.
He can, I don't want to do it too near or too far. It's got to be the right kind of distance to get in there. So let's go and do that. Oh, it's a crit. We should have another round. Yeah, I think that must have gone down to 2, and now it's up again. So that's good. That's very good. Pretty much it for his turn. I guess I'll put an endure on him. And that'll do. Guessing I probably can't hit anyone with this now. Oh yeah, let's give Avalard some strength as well. I do that. I haven't got the range. I could do it on him, but he won't gain the extra movement. So I'll put voice of command on Avalard.
To this.
Pascal then. Still got points. It's a shame to leave them on the table, but there's not really much more I could do. I could set myself on fire, but I haven't really spec'd into that, so we'll leave that. Heinrich's taken a little bit of damage, but the heal he's got is... Oh, no, the chaos meter has gone up. Keep an eye on that. Well, I mean, I guess he's just going to hit this dude to begin with.
Let's see to it.
What's he got? Fire grenade.
More trouble than it's worth.
Oh, I can't use it.
I won't object to it.
Did he not hit him? Guess not. Yeah, that was a weird use of that. All right, well I'm gonna heal him. Argenta.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment. Doubt is for the weak.
I guess I'll bring her up here.
Guided by faith.
Maybe keep them off his back for a bit. Where are the they're all up there. Okay. Can she shoot this guy? She can shoot this guy.
I'll do it.
Oh, alright. What's she got here? Oh. Okay. Now Ablard's actual turn.
Fantastically sound.
Run him up here. We'll run him over there and
I will do my duty. One to a target. Victory is imminent.
misjudged that a little bit. Okay, I've actually done it. Can I do it on
I'm not
these? No.
At your beck and call.
Let's just do this. Oh, nice. Cassie, well, combat's kind of moving past her at quite a rate, although she does have this dude. Maybe she can hit him. That bar is moving up quite a lot.
Be careful not to cross my gaze. Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Some damage. So I don't think she can make him move. I mean, we could try, or we could just give like give Argenta another turn,
If I
maybe.
may.
She can snipe this dude again.
Faith without deeds is worth eradicated.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we'll get rid of the debuff too. We could have done that the other way around, it didn't matter. I'm gonna give him voice of command.
To being ordered around.
That'll do for now. Alright, Pascal. I'm actually going to move Pascal towards Aurora, I think. I don't think he's needed up there, but I think when we get all the electro priests, I think that barrier is coming down. And he's a strong character to have around when it does, and I might do the same with me. I think Abelard's fine out there, to be honest. Yeah.
How dare you?
I took care of this
Nice. Okay, yeah, I'm going to move myself back here as well. Maybe even in cover. I'm not going to do anything to push this up any further. I mean, I could give him another go, but there doesn't seem much point at the moment, so I think we'll just leave that. Heinrichs. I think Heinrichs has probably got to be the guy hitting this Electro Priest. What's this? Okay, yep. Let's do this and then do our ult.
Glory. Nothing stands against me.
Sorry, priesties.
Someone's death wish is mine to grant. I won't object to it. Be gone.
He's gone. Now we can... Oh, wow, look at the movement. Alright. Wow. Okay. Actually get all the way up to this dude. But we've got plenty of turns left, so I think get up here for now. And we'll do a cleave.
But of course, I'm done with this one.
It's got more movement and another attack. Okay.
I need a foothold. Naturally.
Amazing. Is that all on his ultimate ability? Because that was pretty cool. Argenta. I'm not sure she's even got a shot on him. So again, I might bring her here just in preparation for this barrier coming down. Same with Cassia, actually. Yeah. I think we'll just leave it there. Alright, Abelard.
Follow my lead.
And we'll do a little
It will be done.
switcheroo.
Indeed.
It was parried. Yeah, maybe that's what happened in the previous time as well. Well, I'll put an Endure on. We're not particularly pushed for time. We've got loads of rounds left to do this in, so...
Focus. Van Kellogg's. Focus.
Cassia, I might bring you round a bit as well. We kind of pop you into cover
I have
there.
read tomes of military tactics.
Pascal, you're in... Yeah, I think we'll bring you closer, obviously.
As the tactical imperative dictates.
We'll just leave it for now. Me, I guess I'll come in a bit closer, maybe come up to here.
Conquer.
Do you think that was enough for now? Heinrichs. If we run into him, hopefully we can get 2 attacks. Oh, he parried. She can reload, I suppose.
I'll do it.
What about that?
At your beck and call.
Try this again.
It will be done. At your beck and call.
There's powers we can take, I think mostly on Cassia, but maybe on me as well, to actually reduce this chaos meter, or veil degradation, when we use powers, so I might start building towards those. But Cassia, yeah, we'll just we'll leave it there. Pascal, we can just leave there. I'm going to stay there. Heinrichs. Down to a couple of rounds. We really need to start doing a bit more damage here. blah. Well, this should be
I
this.
will do my duty.
Which should give us another round.
One fewer target.
I'm going to use his sprint to maybe start working his way back a little bit. Why can't I go anywhere? How far can I go? Oh, I can go a bit far this way. I think that's the
Victory
limit.
is imminent.
Here we go. Alright, come on, Heine. What's this one? Oh, actually this one.
Let's
as well.
see to it. I'm done with this one.
Ooh. Ah, we were all teleported here anyway. Enough. Now
Enough.
Now an aged, rattling voice speaks to you from behind the bloodstained mask.
You are powerless to halt the approach of what is to come. I see a crimson trail leading humanity to its doom. I see the glow of the final dawn, and that means existence has made its choice.
A dagger flashes in Aurora's hand. She drives it into the control panel with all her strength.
Now you will see it too.
Oh. A blinding voltaic arc bursts forth from the broken control panel and strikes at Aurora's uncanny mask. Its metal heats up. Smoke billows through the bars. With a howl, the cultist collapses.
The light is gone. Was that it? The final dawn? But why was it so different from what our teacher promised?
Aurora shakes her head blindly. Her voice is now the voice of an ordinary middle-aged woman, frightened and in pain. You will pay for this. You will. You... The woman's body goes limp and collapses to the floor. Her iron mask hits the ground with a dull thud. Pascal examines the corpse with contempt and then concludes dryly, confirming purgation and termination. Heinrichs grimaces in disgust. The heretic took her secrets with her. Pity. The motley hues have rejected her, leaving only a greyish-green thread, the noose that the heretic put around her own neck. I have seen this many times before. No one can escape fear itself. Heinrichs approaches Aurora's body and leans over it. A minute, please, Dahlia von Berinicus. I need no more than a minute. Alright, Zeno's Law. 95%. Inspect the control panel damaged by Aurora. Yeah, we'll do that. The cogitator is probably well beyond repair, but your attention is drawn away from the sacred machine and towards the dagger sticking out of the control panel. On closer inspection, it turns out to be the lavishly decorated handguard of a sword whose blade has been pried out. Well, we've got part of a sword, right? Or a blade. Its pommel is decorated with a strange adornment resembling an eye, covered by a scaled lid. What remains of the blade has a blue sheen to it, the same tint as Kunrad's weapon during the mutiny on your void ship. This is no human-made object. It was grown from a wraith bone, a material favoured by the Eldari. As you lean over the shard, you suddenly hear a multitude of voices. Ooh, what's that going on over there? They blend together and individual words are distorted as though they are mocking your attempts to grasp their meaning. The nagging whisper is like burning red scratch of an unholy claw upon your mind. I'm going to take the heretical route again because it's taking the sword. I don't want to get rid of all this stuff. When you touch the abomination, the whispers in your ears become louder and more bloodthirsty. You pocket the trophy surreptitiously just before the interrogator appears at your shoulder. Heinrichs gives you an appraising look, then shifts his gaze to the cogitator's control panel. An impressive blow. I suppose whatever she used to breach the frame was melted by the impact of the motive force. Rogue Trader, on behalf of the Holy Ordos, I thank you for your cooperation and release you from requisition. From this moment on, I am at your service. I am ready to come aboard your ship and head for Footfall as soon as you deem it possible. That is, if you do not have other business in this system, in which case I am prepared to assist you in its prompt resolution. Alright, let's take off her mask. The iron helmet is firmly attached to the heretic's flesh. Her face is impossible to make out in the darkness behind the bars of her mask. But after peering at it for a little longer than necessary, you wonder if for a moment you saw something move. Well, let us finish cleansing the monastery, Pascal.
Executing. Let the Omnissiah given motive force flow, and all obstacles in its path be eradicated.
Okay. Yeah, quick check on the timing. It's pretty much time to finish the episode, I think, but I might do the level up first, as I largely paused that process anyway. Let's have a look. Talents. I'm going to pause here. Will I have a look through? Alright, so I'm actually going to take this. This is the reason I took Biomancer in the last one. So, all the Psyker's attacks, which include psychic powers, so literally any damage we inflict, now poisons enemies. This turn poison deals 3+3, so that's 6 times psi rating. So at the moment that'll just be 6, because our psi rating is 1. But level 20, I think we can raise that to 2, so that'll be 12 every turn damage. So we'll definitely take that. Probably commerce is kind of our secondary thing that we're raising at the moment, isn't it? And hopefully that's going to start coming into effect a little bit more as well. Not quite yet. I don't think I've met any other merchants to trade with as yet, but you never know. Hopefully soon. Again, I'm going to pause just while I'm doing this. Okay, well, considering he doesn't have quite the same mobility as Abelard, I think this is quite useful. So in the first round of combat, he'll gain 5 movement points, so, get into the fray that much quicker. But then thereafter, every successful melee attack grants him intelligence bonus divided by 2 for the next round, which is going to be, I don't know if that's rounded up or down, but we'll get it up the next time. So that should be an extra 3 movement points the next round. So I think that'll just, keep him moving around a bit better. Can't actually raise intelligence now, which is a little bit annoying, but that's fine, I guess. I guess we'll do weapon skill as we can do it here. Sure. Alright. Alright, let's have a look at Heinrich's then. Okay, I'll pause while I'm doing this. I'm actually going to take the same one I took on my character, just this damage over time just seems really good. It's on every attack, so even in melee, he'll still be doing that. I think we said we were going to make him our Carouser, was that right? Oh no, Abelard's the Carouser. He was going to be Coercion, but he can't actually raise that anymore. That's linked to Fellowship, which is quite low on him in fairness. What's he good at? I mean, he's a bit of an all-rounder, isn't he? Willpower, I suppose, but then not linked to any skills. I suppose Athletic... Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll take him into athletics. It could help him in battle, I suppose. Not ideal, really. Abelard. Oh, okay, gonna pause again here. This one could be good because he does use slash a lot. That's the one that. Oh no, slash. No, charge is the one. Okay, but I think we'll still use this. Whenever we're in melee with an enemy, it's a good skill to use. So each use of slash, which is the one we kind of dodge onto the other side of the active enemy, targeted enemy, it'll up the damage inflicted by that by 1, and that's each time. That's stacking. So that sounds like that could be quite good. I guess we'll do Carouse. He's our party Carouser. Magenta. Okay, she'll pause again. It's a bit boring, but I'm going to take the +2 movement points for her as well. Just help her get into cover and stuff a bit easier. Oh god, another one of these. Okay. I guess I will pause again. I struggled a bit with this one. There isn't really anything outstanding to me, but I'm going to take this one, so she'll gain an extra 6 HP. Oh, even more than that. It was rounded up, so cool. Okay. Cassia. I'm going to pause here while I have a look at these. I think I'll take this one. So this one reads, whenever a creature in combat gains an extra turn, so that can be via her skill, my skill, and I'm guessing some of the ultimate abilities as well. She'll gain a stacking 5 bonus to willpower, which means that her psyker attacks and navigator attacks. Well, we're doing more damage based on that. So that seems like a decent one, especially for longer combats. Well, it's got a chance to build up a bit. What are we doing for her? Awareness, I suppose. If she can still level that, which is good. Don't need it for persuasion. So yeah, if we can do maybe awareness on her, she's kind of our awareness person. Good, good. Okay, well that's the leveling. All done, and I'll just leave it there for now. I think probably. I was going to say maybe I'll just return to the void ship, but there might be stuff as we leave the temple, so we'll leave that for now. But we'll definitely exit here when we come back next time. So I'll just say thanks very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of Rogue Trader. If you have, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that'd be amazing. Leaving me a comment would be great too. You know, let me know what you think about the game, the story so far, where it's heading, the various characters we've met, and everything. Yeah, just let me know. Always good to hear your thoughts. And if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, it'd be amazing if you could do that too. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time for more Rogue Trader. Bye for now.